Well, a good day to you all. I hope you're all having a lovely day wherever you are. And I'm doing my last day on my route, my bus route, which is King's Cross and there's St Pancras Station right there. Lovely, isn't it? You can see St Pancras, King's Cross. I'm going to miss this route. Can't believe it's going to another garage. Oh. Look at that, that's that lovely library. If you can see, I think that's the library, the new library. Isn't it magnificent? Looks amazing, doesn't it? Anyway, I thought I'd just write some things down because I realised that the company I work for, I'm lucky to drive across 6 bridges in London. That's right. Yeah, it's been great. I know when I worked for Abellio, I think I drove over about 3 bridges in London. But it's amazing that I've been driving across 6 bridges in the city of London and Tower Hamlets and Westminster. So I kind of made a list of them just here, if you can see. Just made a few notes. I could do a bit of a video of the bridges in London in the future, actually. So the first of the bridges that I go over is Vauxhall Bridge, and that one was 1906 built. It's quite an old bridge, that one, actually. That's probably the furthest west that I drive over. Then there's Westminster there. As you can see, Westminster, I've made a few dates. So 1906 Vauxhall, it's quite recent actually. Westminster is 1750 and 1862. So there was an original Westminster Bridge, and then they obviously built a new one. And then Waterloo Bridge, 1945, so that's just at the end of the Second World War. Blackfriars Bridge, which is one I'm going to miss, 1869, that's the one I won't be driving over anymore. I quite like Blackfriars Bridge. It's just the whole route really, going through more or less the centre of the city of London. And obviously next to Blackfriars, the ones that I'm actually driving across, not all the bridges, but there's basically you've got London Bridge there. And that one's 50 AD, yes, the old Romans. That was a Roman crossing, 50 AD, just as you can see there. 1209. Which was the medieval bridge. 1831 was the current location of London Bridge, and then 1973 was the recent. I think that's the last time it was opened by the Queen in 1973. Now, obviously, the one there that says 1209, when the medieval bridge was knocked down, in other words, the original location of the bridge was 30 metres below, well, basically downstream from where it is now. So London Bridge is 30 metres upstream from where the original medieval bridge was. So back then, obviously, it was ferrying people, goods, and livestock. So you can imagine the millions of people that have crossed London Bridge, which is the main bridge that I drive over. And the last one on there is Tower Bridge, 1894, which is in Tower Hamlets. I like going over Tower Bridge. It's just this very small bridge, but a lot of people get it confused with London Bridge. People think Tower Bridge is it's called London Bridge because obviously it's a famous bridge in London. So they actually think London Bridge, which is quite funny. So many times people on London Bridge tell me, that they've got the wrong bridge. I tell them it's only I don't know, 5 or 6 minute walk. If you go along the Thames, it's only 5 or 6 minutes away. Yeah, you can see all the taxis. Look, all the taxis queuing. All the different coloured taxis. It's quite interesting. There was a pink taxi here earlier. Obviously, there was a lady driving it. But yeah, the taxis queue down there. Last time we're going to be at St Pancras Station. Yeah, so obviously from my notes it seems as though Westminster and London Bridge are the oldest. London Bridge especially, 50 AD. Wow, I didn't realise it was that old actually. But yeah, I'm going to miss driving this route. I know some of you have asked, would you drive a coach? I'm not really into coach driving, to be honest. And I suppose it's more long distance, but I wouldn't say no to it. But I just like driving buses actually. But it's been an honour to drive over 6 bridges, Tower Bridge, London Bridge, Blackfriars Bridge, Waterloo Bridge, Westminster Bridge and Vauxhall Bridge. Waterloo Bridge seems quite vulnerable. It just seems, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a strong bridge, whereas London Bridge looks very strong actually. And obviously recently, as you know, what's happening in the world these days, with what's going on with people using vehicles to drive onto paths and stuff, you know, harming people. They've actually put barriers on all the bridges, so it is a little bit of an eyesore actually. Doesn't really look nice. Obviously that's not exactly an eyesore, that's a lovely new library. St Pancras looks really good. So yeah, it's been great to drive over 6 bridges in London, but I'll be sticking to just 5 bridges now. But we'll be gaining another route going over Waterloo Bridge, which is nice. But yeah, it's nice to drive over the Thames. I like seeing all the, I don't know, just some of the boats and the ships, especially between London Bridge and Tower Bridge. You've got HMS Belfast, and sometimes you see Tower Bridge going up and you see some of the boats going through, especially the old sailing boats, you know. Anyway, I've got to go now, so I'll see you all very soon. If you want to put something in the comment section about the bridges, not only in London but any bridges wherever you are, then please put a comment there, and I'll see you all very, very soon. So don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to Doubledeckeranton. See you all very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.